Muslims, if he's famous before, then he will start doing da'wah. No, control yourself. No one is safe. Yes, they're jahiliyyah because it's a big fitna, you know. I'm in the middle of it. It's a big fitna. And you know what is big fitna as well? When you start receiving DMs, people praising you. And it's in your head. But my advice to me first, and to my beloved brothers who are famous online, that is not proof. Look back, okay? Look at your da'wah. Is my da'wah according to Quran and Sunnah of the Salaf? If it is, and I'm getting good news, alhamdulillah, it's from Allah. But getting the good news, and I'm opposing the Salaf, that's not a good sign. Because at the end of the day, these messages you're getting from awam, they're not scholars. You understand? They're not students of knowledge. You're not getting recommendation from scholars or students of knowledge. It's my advice to me and to everyone. You know, sometimes we do things in da'wah, you don't know it, and then the brothers advise you. Alhamdulillah, from Allah, blessings upon me. I have good brothers around me to advise me. And they tell me off, like child, stop doing, what are you doing, Shamsi? Stop, man.
No, most of the time I hear you telling them off.
You don't know what happened behind doors. You don't know how they treat me, I need to get some help, man. You understand, But I believe these brothers, my brothers love good for me. You understand? That Shamsi show, you know, don't do this, don't do that. You know, they take this back. You understand? But the problem when you have people that are pushing you when they know you haven't studied nothing. Subhanallah. Salam, uncle, how are you? Are you good, yeah? Hayyak Allah, uncle. Barakallah, I'm good, alhamdulillah. How's everything? You're right, yeah? MashaAllah, barakallah fik. Yeah, so,
like in terms of seeking knowledge, because obviously not everyone's going to be a student of knowledge.
That's right, that's right.
But you need to know enough to not only repel the doubts that come, but practice the deen, you know, first and foremost. So like, what do you recommend? How do you start off? You
know, you mentioned good points, Allah bless you. You said not everyone is going to be a scholar. Not everyone is going to be a student of knowledge. One of the reasons that I started using, I mean, myself, to be honest, I was pushed for camera. Someone dragged me, let's record you, yeah? But anyway, after, we noticed that you want to spread Salafiyya. And so Jama'ah, yes? So one of our teachers said, Shamsi, bring him to the masjid. So I said the same thing. I said, look, we don't expect everyone to become a scholar, student of knowledge, but we want Salafiyya to spread out to people, the Al-Sunnah Jama'ah. So he said to me, and that's a good point. So my point here is, look, there's two types of knowledge. There is ilm fard ayn, that every person must learn it. And there's a knowledge, not everyone has to learn it. If some Muslims learn it, it's enough. Let me give you an example. How to pray, this knowledge is compulsory upon every Muslim who reached the age of puberty and who is sane. How to conduct marriage service is not compulsory upon all of us, or adhan. So now, knowledge that we have to learn is tawheed, the prayer. This knowledge, you cannot say, Shamsi knows how to pray, or brother Abu Kanza, or brother Muhammad. No, you need to learn it. Because Allah, fundamental, and Allah will ask you individually, yes? Likewise, when it comes for sisters, about the menses, she has to learn the ruling. You know, if she reached the age, she cannot say, my mother knows it. Because there's type of knowledge, and there is some knowledge, it's not compulsory upon me now, but if I'm gonna do it in the future, it will become compulsory. For example, doing business. If I'm not a businessman, now I start doing business, then I need to learn ahkam at-tijara, the rule of business. So my advice to my brothers and sisters everywhere, learn, study, seek knowledge. Don't just be, like I said, you know, what's happening now on social media, we have many storytellers. You know, literally you can be sitting in front of this brother for 10 years, you will never come to learn how to pray correctly. Just stories, yes? And so we have to learn, we have to spread the way tawheed, what is the shirk, the pillars of prayer, the conditions of prayer, the obligations of prayer, the nullifiers of prayer, the conditions of wudu, the obligations of wudu. We have to learn this stuff. Barakallah fik. Also to learn who is a safe sect. Because the Nabi alayhi salatu wasalam, when he warned us against the evil sect, and he clarified the safe sect, why he clarified it? For the sake of clarifying it, for you and I and all of us here to follow it. You cannot just say, I'm confused. That's not enough. I was confused before, but alhamdulillah I learned. You understand, akhi? So I always mention Kitab al-Tawheed by Imam Muhammad al-Wahhab, Sharh al-Sunnah by Imam al-Barbahari, Usul al-Sunnah by Imam Ahmad al-Hanbal al-Shaybani, Sharh al-Sunnah Imam al-Muzani. They've been translated, alhamdulillah. Important lessons for every Muslim, male and female, by Imam bin Baz. Al-Mulakhas al-Fiqhi, Sheikh Fawzan, about fiqh, summarized, alhamdulillah. These books we should have them, 40 hadith, but with the explanation of the scholars. Nah, barakallah feekum. Someone give me a gift, some date, I will share it with you, lot, man. Brother, that's perfume, it's not a date. Sorry, I can't share it, man. Yeah, I can't share it, brother. Sorry, I was wrong. Sorry, it's perfume, brother. I love perfume. Date, I will share it, perfume, no, brother. We can't be spending all same, man. Doesn't make any sense. May Allah bless you, akhi, yeah. But
in terms of da'wah, like obviously, not everyone's going to be coming out because you don't have that sort of knowledge, but you can start at home, innit? Because coming from the subcontinent, because you know what it is, bro, the truth is quite contagious. Like if you tell someone the truth about Islam, yeah, they might be a bit hesitant at first, but slowly they'll be like, hold on a minute, he's quoting the Quran, he's quoting the Sunnah. And like our parents, I think all of our parents, we literally talked to his dad the other day, yeah? And then initially they're like Salafis, and then when he showed them hadith with the Prophet told follow the 3 generations and all that, they start thinking, hold on, they might be onto something.
That's right.
And then they realize it's so clear, like these guys, Quran and Sunnah, they don't have their own opinion, then they try to justify it. They get the opinions from the, you know what I'm saying, it's the other way around.
You're right, akhi. You know what? Wallahi, one thing that people stop me and they said to me, Shamsi, what I like about you, yeah? Wallahi, layman, he said you always Quran, Sunnah and Sahaba. That's our deen, and that's what attracted me to Salafiyah. When I was Sufi, my grandfather had dream, my grandmother saw this, you know. But when it comes to Salafiyah, I read the book. You know, I told the story of how I became like not a Salafi. I became like a muwahid, yes, like generally Ahl Sunnah. Yeah. My friend, I used to live with him in Lewisham. I had stones from back home, yeah, because they said we go back to Al Bayt, yeah. So my great grandfather, he said, yeah, there's something they just, you know. So, but we have the actual thing. You get it from Maghreb, from Fes. Yeah. Anyway, it's not about Al Bayt, it's about your action, and you know Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So anyway, so I got stones from the grave of my forefather, yeah. So my friend, he said to me, he was about to put it in the wash machine, and he said, Shamsi, what is this? I said, these stones is a ni'mah, barakah. You know, he was smart though, mashallah. He was way older than you. He was smart. He said, don't worry, I'll give you a book to read. He gave me a book, yeah. I remember it was a morning, and I'm reading the book. Yeah, I didn't want to put it down. I'm just reading it the whole time. I finished the same day. Yeah, I can't remember the book exactly. Either it was Muhammad Abdul Wahhab's book or a book that was based upon Muhammad Abdul Wahhab's work. Yeah. So I'm reading. Allah said, Quran, the Messenger of Allah said, the Hadith, Sahaba said. Wallahi, I was reading. I said, this is our deen. My family, grandfather had a dream. Your granddad was an alleyway. He went to the world. He came out a lion. You know what I'm saying?
My people said, my sheikh said.
That's one of the stories. Yeah. تخيل قال لك دخل في البير خرجوا مسبع. قال لك عندنا فرنسا خرجوا. Anyway. شكون انتوما اولا؟ شكون انتوما؟ خير. قال لها مصري هذه عايزه كلام؟ كيف الحاج بلادي انا؟ لا just كتير. So what happened? He gave me a book. I read it, akhi. That's what attracts. That's why some people now are using Salafiyah, but they don't really follow it. Because they've noticed a layman, Salafi attract them. Because Allah said, the Messenger said, the Sahaba said, and it said, that's our deen.
That's the biggest difference I see between Salafi speakers and everyone else.
That's right. But also what's happening now, there's a new wave. Quote unquote Salafis, they agree, they will quote the Salaf, but in implementation, they don't implement it. It's a new wave. It's unbelievable. And we have to speak out, even we have to mention some individuals because it's too much. Brother, if he was left to this person, wallahi, by 10 years, no one understands what is Salafiyah. No detailed clarification. And I would say Abu Taymiyyah, one of them. He is one of them, akhi. I spoke to him in private, and I would say, may Allah guide him, give him, hey, if he was left to him to show people Salafiyah, no one understand it. Except if yes, it's no problem. I can be in that masjid everywhere. But our brothers in Salafi publication, may Allah reward them, may Allah bless them. Akhi, one thing really attracts me to them as well, because I used to go to other masajid before, is they show you in details. They're not infallible. They have their own mistakes like we have our own mistakes, But what I've noticed about them, you can see the implementation of Salafiyah. You can read the works of the scholars, the explanation of the scholars, and you can see the implementation. But some brothers akhi say, yeah, I agree. Imam Ahmed said that. Implementation, akhi, I spoke to this person, may Allah guide him. Everywhere. This was akhi. لا تكذب علي يا أخي. أنا والسلفية الحمد لله studied الحمد لله. You know, that's why I always advise my brothers and my sisters. Put Shamsi aside. Read the books of the Salaf. Read. Imam Ahmad bin Yahya al-Najmi, he died rahimahullah. He said if the Salaf during their lifetime, they were stronger than Al-Bid'ah and they were very cautious who they're going to cooperate with, who they're going to sit with. What about our time when the Ahl-Sunnah are small and Al-Bid'ah are a lot? So we have to be what? More cautious. But doesn't mean everyone's Muqtada. Doesn't mean you boycott everyone. No, be soft with the people. Be nice to them. Clarify the truth to them. You understand? But likewise, don't go to extreme. You start watering down the principle of Salafiyya by claiming I'm trying to be soft with them. You understand, Akhi? Barakallah fiikum.
You have to be, depending on where they come from, like geography, you have to be more cautious.
Cautious. And now,
for example, someone comes from a land which is known to be open, innovation, you have to maybe be a bit more cautious.
Barakallah.
You know someone is from somewhere where Tawheed and...
Barakallah. May Allah reward you.
Fundamentally, we believe that it's fine, isn't
it? Yes. So there's a way to deal with this. It's like a sanabil us'al. Anyway, like it's true. And some people, you give them more time. You know, like even we don't debate al-bid'ah. This is not general. There is restriction to it as well.
Because they challenge you as well.
Challenge you, or even not that they challenge you, accept it. Like some of them are clowns. You understand? So it's like you accepting challenges, you're gonna make yourself look clown as well. Like the other one as well, sometimes he's coming to ask questions. And if he's bringing doubt, doesn't mean he's evil straight away. Because remember, this man maybe 25 years full of shubuhat. You cannot remove everything in 1 hour. So you have to be patient with him, understand? Except if there is a sign when you know this man is stubborn. This man is not wants to listen.
Sometimes they be a bit cheeky as well.
Barakallah, yes. They just want to bring shubuhat. You ask him a question, he's not answering the question. Yeah, may Allah give us sincerity. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from those who follow the Quran and Sunnah and do the Salaf inwardly and outwardly, you know. But you know, Allah, it's very sad. We see our brothers, what's happening to them. Like, you know, with this movement of claiming Salafiyya and they cooperate with everyone, no clarification. You know, this is dangerous, man. This is dangerous. And we love good for everyone. Wallahi. And alhamdulillah, Allah is my witness. Even those who lie against me and accuse me and slander me, I make dua to Allah, forgive them. Because why? And he's your brother, you want good for him. He's not about revenge. Whatever is personal is personal. But when it comes to deen, we have to clarify the truth. You understand? When one of the brothers accused me that I came out of jail and I started working for spams and they give me money, it's a lie, it's not true. I said, may Allah forgive you anyway, that's not true at all.
Imam Ahmad, didn't it, when his contemporary said, دعاء من كان على غير الحق وهو يدل
على الحق, yeah. Yeah, that's deep dua. You know, Imam Ahmad, he said, translated, what is it?
He said, من كان من هذه الأمة على غير الحق.
Yeah.
Whoever is from this ummah and is upon other than the truth, فرده إلى الحق. Return him back to the truth.
يظن على الولع وهو يظن.
وهو يظن على الحق.
Yeah.
Even if he thinks he's upon the truth, فرده إلى الحق.
Yeah.
So return him to the truth, ليكون من أهل الحق. So he can be from the people.
شوف السلام عليكم وعليكم السلام حياكم الله كيفكم طيبين بارك الله فيكم. That's a deep dua. Because sometimes a person he's not following the falsehood because he believes it's a falsehood. You understand? Giving is the truth, then when you clarify to him, you show him Quran and Sunnah, he will accept it. You understand? But there's some brothers here, they love the falsehood, they want the truth. I spoke to them many times.
So like, in terms of who are the people of innovation,
yeah.
Obviously, all the innovation is a misguidance, but
yes.
There are some that are smaller than others, right?
That's right,
so
yeah.
Where do you draw the line, okay, cool, like, this is someone that is from the people of innovation, so shouldn't...
How do you define an innovator?
Yeah, like, how do you...
The scholars mentioned that if someone is a caller to his misguidance, yes, is a caller, yes, then, for example, regardless, even if it's Mawlid Nabawi, he's defending a caller to it, then you have to, what they call it, warn against him and clarify, but not for everyone, of course, except if you're...
Warn against that particular thing he's saying, or warn against him?
No, you warn against him because he's defender of the bid'ah, you understand? He's defending it and refuting people falsehood. Then, except if a person is known to be from Ahl-Sunnah wal Jama'ah and he had a doubt, understand? This is something else, you understand? That's why some scholars said there's two types of al-bid'ah. There's al-bid'ah that bid'ah is clear when it comes to aqeedah issues, and there's some of them is like secondary one. You know, the other ones, if they're from Ahl-Sunnah, there's a way to deal with them. If they're al-bid'ah, there's likewise to do with them.
For example,
like khatams and whatnot.
Like khatm or other things, there's a way to do with them. You don't just refute them straight away. You know, it's be nice to them, be patient with them.
For example, you mentioned Abu Taymiyyah. From what I watched his videos, he said like his aqidah doesn't seem to be anything, because he said, I mean, from the videos I watched, that Allah is above the throne. In terms of when Allah says we are closer than your jugular vein, that means in knowledge. Like,
but the aqidah of sorry, where is the aqidah of al-sunnah wal bara? To love and hate for Allah's sake, and to associate, because shahadatan la ilaha illa Muhammad Rasulullah, la ilaha illallah has wala wal bara for it, Muhammad Rasulullah has wala wal bara for it. This one here shirk and kufr, yeah. This here bid'ah, طيب, and it comes ma'asi as well, yeah. So where is the wala wal bara and associated with al-sunnah and dissociated from al-bid'ah? He hasn't implemented. It goes back to aqidah. You understand? So that's one of the things that brothers have against him. You understand? I told him, I said to him, look, I spoke to him in private, but you know, and I make dua for him, may Allah bless him, may Allah guide him, you know. But I said to him, Akhi, look, the way you're going on about it, and well, if it's left to him, he will no one will understand what is Salafiyya correctly.
Like, do you have any particular, because I haven't watched...
Like this, about associating and dissociating. Associating with Al-Sunnah Jama'ah and dissociating with Al-Bidah.
Who did he choose?
He was everyone, Akhi. The message he went to America, it was Ikhwanis. And the message he went to London, I don't mention them, the Ikhwanis, they're known. They'll bring everyone. I know he was there, and he said to me, and he said, I got everyone, even the Shia one, he invited me, he goes. Yeah, there's no way of Al-Sunnah Jama'ah. And don't misuse fatwa of the ulama. Okay? Because now Al-Bidah, what they're doing, they are using famous du'at to bring people. Then when you go, they bring who? Misguided ones.
Because the thing is, for example, if I see you chilling with a certain person on a daily basis, I'll assume like that he's on the right path. But if that guy was on the wrong path and you're chilling with on a daily basis, then I would be misled thinking that he's right.
Yes, but why you assume that? Why?
Why do I assume what?
Why, if you see me, like for example, if you see me chilling with someone of innovation, misguidance, all the time, why do you think I am upon misguidance? Why?
You're upon the religion.
The hadith, you see? So we don't just blind follow. Oh, this hadith, al-mar'u ala dini khalileh. You know, it's impossible for someone that he claims to be upon the salaf as-salih and is always with people of innovation, misguidance, going to them, chilling with them, joking with them and all of that. It doesn't make any sense. It's impossible, except there's a hidden love for them. But that's why they say, our teacher Sheikh Abu Iyad recently wrote a nice article about the associating and dissociating, yeah? And he mentioned that the Salaf said, anyone that hides something, except Allah will expose him through his tongue and his actions. You understand, akhi? For example, there is a person he praised, yeah? We speak about our brother Abu Taymiyyah, wafaqahullah, called Sa'id al-Kummali, yeah? He's Moroccan, yeah? I said to him, akhi, you misguide many people. Because this person, he came to Algeria, he went to Sufis, and he praised them.
I saw that.
Yes, yeah, he praised them. Okay, he clearly praised them, yeah? The point here is that I said to him, clarify the truth. Then he said to me, if I do it, Shamsi, would you allow me to come to teach in your masjid? What? I asked him, what the two has to do with it? If I allow you, you come to masjid. Why you want to come to masjid in the first place? So now are you doing it for Allah's sake or to come to my masjid? And it's not the first time. The second time happened to him with another person who told him to clarify the truth about another individual. He said to him, if I do it, would you allow me to come to your masjid? So brother, you're looking for a microphone then?
Trying to keep it.
Huh? Yeah, it's a microphone. I'll buy you a microphone, akhi. Take it to your house and speak to everyone, brother. Clarify the truth, akhi. You're doing it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And some brothers are going to think you're harsh. That's the reality. That's how you protect Salafiyah. That's how you protect, because by Allah, if he's left to him, after 20 years, we'll be confused what is Salafiyah.